appear that Chelsea links to the Spanish-Nigerian striker Samu Omorodion once again resurfaces. This link doesn't seem to want to go away. It's one of those things that has been back, that has been out the back front burner. Sometimes it will be hot and steamy. Everyone will be reporting about it, and then after some time, it goes off steam. And now we've had another report by Ben Jacobs that Chelsea has maintained, our interest in the Spanish striker. He will play in the Olympics, representing Spain in the Olympics. For me, I hope Nigeria can snag him, but that's another story for another day. So, what do I think about this? And according to Ben Jacobs' report, is Chelsea have made several offers that have been rejected, that have not been more than 50 million euros. But it does seem, however, that Atletico Madrid may be open to 70 million, maybe 60 million pounds or thereabout fee for the services of the striker. But then goes on to say it seems, or Atletico Madrid are more interested or more focused on getting Omorodion to sign an extension, and of course that would mean giving them the ability to add, a buyout clause, 120 million euros buyout clause. So there's maybe 90 million pounds or so if I get my exchange rates and my maths right. So that's it on the link. So I'll give you my opinion on this. Now, does Omorodion have quality? Yes, he's got skill, he's got speed, he's got strength, and he's got the physicality for the Premier League. So I'll give him his dues. But is he the striker right now that Chelsea needs to move the needle? No. Because is it that much? Is it that much better than Jackson? I don't quite think so. I don't quite think so. Now, some fans may have a pushback to say, well, Ugo, you see, he was playing for an Alaves side that it's not the greatest of sides in Spain, and was able to score 8 goals. So maybe if he comes to Chelsea, he can at least double that, and then he would match Nicholas Jackson output for last season. Fair argument, but that's an if. He could come in and maybe do that. But on the face of it, he doesn't seem to move the needle, in my humble opinion. Now, if you had got someone like a Victor Osimhen, for instance, and then you go on to sign Omorodion, fine. Also, if this was the first transfer window of Blue Co. Clear Lake Capital, then I would say yes, good, because the first window getting in and then moving on. Because let's not forget, this window is meant to be the fourth window, the last window in the four-window transfer strategy. So this window was meant to be the window where we get the players that we need to push, not just for fourth spot, but to push for the title. So maybe not winning it, but at least pushing for it, going really high, maybe finishing very high third, maybe push Arsenal for second spot, and City knows that okay, we've got some other teams that are ready to contend with us. That we've got another team, they've got another team that's ready to contend with them. But what we're saying is you have Jackson, you've got Guyu, and then you've got David Washington. Now you're going to sign Omorodion. Now, like I said, he has the physical abilities. He has skill. He's not without skill. He's not without talent. But I don't really think that he is the one to move the needle for Chelsea at this time. I think if you get the Victor Osimhen, he gets you goals guaranteed. Well, if Victor Osimhen has an awful season, he'll give you maybe 15, 16 goals. That's an awful, bad season for Victor Osimhen. And the average season, Victor Osimhen gives you 20, 21 goals. If you add assists to it, it gives you maybe 26 goals in the first season. So Omorodion is another outlier where it's another player where you're having to think, oh, maybe can he do it? Maybe he's unable to do it, or he can do it. And then again, you see the dynamic in the dressing room, on the training ground. If you have a high caliber striker like Victor Osimhen, Nicholas Jackson would learn of him. Nicholas Jackson will see someone he can learn of how to make those runs, how to use his body to have better hold or play. But as it is, Omorodion and Jackson are on the same pedestal, in my opinion, with Omorodion slightly below him in terms of what he's done in Europe. So, but let's see, like I always say, I'm all about the name on the front of the shirt, on the badge, not the name on the back of the shirt. So, if he's eventually signed, I would give my support to the player. But for me, it's not one I am really sort of excited about. I would much prefer an established striker like a Victor Osimhen, for instance, or maybe a Goykeresh, or even an Isaac, Alexander Isaac. That would have been, or Isaac, Alexander Isaac. That would have been my preferred choices. But there you have it. And so, to the second story, Anselmino. 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 See, according to Fabrizio Romano, the deal is done just as agreed. The 20 million euros deal with Boca Juniors, and he should be heading to the UK to do his medical, and then he'll be confirmed as a Chelsea player, and then loaned back to Boca Juniors. I think that's part of the deal, that part of sort of things you add in to sweeten the pot, to complete the deal, and then he'll be loaned back to Boca Juniors, like I said, and maybe by January he could come back and join the team. Yeah, or worst case scenario, end of the season, beginning of next season, 2024, 2020, no, 2025, 2026 season, he joins up with the squad. So for me, yet again, this is another youngster coming into the team. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if he'd loan to Strasbourg. He's talented again, good on the ball, tenacity, good centre back, and all that. But you have to look at who's in front of him. You have Tosin, who is 26, not yet in his prime, because for me, centre backs getting into their prime, 27, 28, thereabout for me. And centre backs, you can even play at 26, you can play for 10 more years at least. This is not even doing the miracles that Thiago Silva did, but for a normal centre back, you can play till you're 36, or let's say 34, so that's almost 10 years. So let's see. So as you see, probably he wouldn't get to play that much. Anselmino, in my opinion. People may say, well, Chalobah will be sold, so maybe he will be the replacement for Chalobah. So, well, let's see. Even if he's the replacement for Chalobah, you still have Wesley Fofana, you still have Levi Colwill, you still have Tosin Adarabioyo as well, and you have Josh Achampong. That though he's an actual right back, but he's versatile enough where he can play a centre back. So, nice to see the youngster sign, but whether he makes it into the team, fingers crossed on that one. Let's see how it goes. So, I like your thoughts and opinions on these two transfer sort of stories. Do you think Omorodion is the sort of striker that we want? Are you of the mind that, okay, well, he may not be a phenomenal, like he may not be like a big name striker, but he can come in, do a job, and with better players, he can get better, and then probably could come up with 20 goals, have a shocking season, a shockingly good season for Chelsea, for us. Well, are those your thoughts? Do you think I'm wrong here, or you're like me, where you feel like, come on, man, this was meant to be the final window of this whole transfer strategy, where we should have got an actual high caliber, high profile striker who you're sure is going to get the business done. You know, uh, um, get the business done in terms of scoring goals, has guaranteed and is guaranteed to get you goals in double figures. So let's see how that shakes out. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that one. And Anselmino, do you think he has a place in in the team at all? Well, let me ask you this way: who do you think he is going to come in to replace? If at the end of the day, deal is, like say, the deal is done. When Fabrizio says it's as good as gold. So the deal is done, everything's signed. Let's say he comes back in January, for instance. Who do you think he would come in to replace? So fingers crossed on that one. Like to know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. At this point, I've come to the end of today's video, so I'd like you to smash the subscribe button. We're almost to 100, one more subscriber to 100, so keep smashing the subscribe button and click on the like button as well. So it helps me with the algorithm and also encourages me to put out more videos, and click on the notification bell as well. Very importantly, you do that so that you know each time I post a video on YouTube. So at this time, I'd like to say, have a wonderful rest of your day and stay blessed.